Be honest with me for a second. When was the last time you were sick, maybe with the flu, a nasty cold, or even that kind of fever that makes your body feel like it's been run over, and instead of reaching for something nourishing, you reached for comfort food? Maybe it was instant noodles, maybe ice cream, maybe nothing at all because even swallowing water felt like too much. You tell yourself, it doesn't matter, I just need rest. Food won't change anything. But deep down, another voice whispers, what if what I put in my body right now decides how fast I recover? That's what most of us don't want to admit. When we're sick, we don't just fight a virus, we're fighting our own habits, our own cravings, our own indifference to the one medicine we often overlook: food. Think about it. Your body, when you're sick, is like a city under siege. Immune cells. Soldiers rushing to the front lines. Inflammation. The fire alarm blaring through the streets. Your energy reserves. Dwindling supplies in the basement. And every bite you take in that moment is either a weapon for your defense, or fuel for the enemy. And yet, most of us treat food when sick like background noise. We binge on processed comfort foods or skip eating altogether, not realizing we're starving the very army fighting for us. I'll be real with you, when I was younger, I always craved soda and chips when I had the flu. Something about the fizz and the salt felt comforting. But looking back, I realized those choices weren't helping me. They were slowing me down. My body needed bricks and steel to rebuild, and I was handing it scaffolding made of candy floss. Maybe you've done the same without realizing it. Actually, let me ask, what's your go-to food when you're sick? Drop it in the comments, I'd love to see if it's helping or hurting you. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Some of the foods you think help you when you're sick are actually prolonging your illness. Bring orange juice. Everyone drinks it for vitamin C when they have a cold. But most orange juices on the shelf, they're loaded with sugar. And sugar, according to studies, can suppress your immune system for up to 5 hours after eating it. So yes, you're getting vitamin C, but you're also tying one hand behind your immune system's back. It's like trying to put out a fire with water that's mixed with gasoline. So what actually helps? Let's break it down based on your symptoms. Small blue diamond when you have a fever. Your metabolism is burning hotter, you're losing fluids, electrolytes, and appetite disappears. What you need is hydration that sticks. Think bone broth or vegetable broth. Not just plain water, because water alone passes through quickly. Broths carry sodium, potassium, and amino acids that rehydrate you and give your immune cells the tools to keep fighting. Small blue diamond when you're coughing or congested, cold or flu. Mucus is your body's way of trapping invaders. But thick mucus makes you miserable. Enter warm teas with honey. Honey, as simple as it sounds, is antibacterial, antiviral, and coats your throat. Add ginger or turmeric for anti-inflammatory firepower. They don't just soothe, they actively calm the storm inside. Small blue diamond when your body aches and you feel drained. Your cells are in high demand for repair. Protein becomes non-negotiable. But not heavy, greasy protein. Think eggs, lentil soup, yogurt. Easily digestible, rich in amino acids like glutamine that literally patch up your tissues. And yes, vitamin C is important, but skip the sugary juice. Go for kiwi, bell peppers, citrus slices in water. You'll get the boost without the sugar crash. Picture your kitchen as a pharmacy. But instead of pills, the shelves are lined with garlic, ginger, spinach, oats, bananas. Garlic, nature's antibiotic. Ginger, anti-inflammatory warrior. Spinach, packed with folate and vitamin A, essential for building new immune cells. Oats and bananas, gentle carbs that keep your energy steady when everything else feels too heavy. Each ingredient is like a tool, a precise prescription written by nature herself. But here's the conflict. When we're sick, our brains crave comfort, not logic. We reach for sugar because it gives us a quick dopamine hit when we feel miserable. We skip meals because cooking feels impossible. We grab processed food because it's easy. And then we wonder why recovery takes so long. We tell ourselves, it's just the virus, food won't change it. But food does change it. It always has. Your immune system is built, powered, and repaired by the nutrients you give it or deny it. Your recovery speed isn't random luck. People with nutrient-rich diets bounce back faster. People who live on processed foods, their bodies are trying to build an army out of cardboard. That's why two people can catch the same flu. One is back on their feet in 3 days, the other is wrecked for weeks. The difference isn't the virus. It's the terrain it landed on. I once spoke with a nurse who told me that during the pandemic, she noticed something striking. The patients who ate more whole, nutrient-dense diets seemed to recover faster, while the ones who lived on ultra-processed foods had a much harder time. It wasn't just age or conditions. It was daily nutrition, quietly shaping resilience. And it made me wonder, how many times have I unknowingly slowed my own recovery just because I treated food like an afterthought? Here's a simple plan anyone can follow. Morning, warm water with lemon and a pinch of salt. Gentle hydration plus electrolytes. Add honey if your throat aches. Midday, a bowl of chicken or vegetable broth with rice or quinoa. Light, hydrating, easy to digest. Snack, kiwi or berries, high vitamin C, low sugar load. Evening, lentil soup or scrambled eggs with spinach. Protein plus micronutrients for repair. Before bed, herbal tea, chamomile for sleep, ginger for inflammation, peppermint for congestion. It's not fancy. It's not trendy. But it works, because it's what your body is actually asking for. Stop thinking of food as an afterthought when you're sick. Stop believing that comfort food is harmless in those moments. It's not. Every bite matters more when your immune system is fighting harder. And no, you don't need expensive supplements, exotic powders, or detox juices. The most powerful healing foods are probably already sitting in your fridge, humble and overlooked. So the next time you're sick, ask yourself, am I feeding my sickness, or feeding my healing? Because recovery isn't just about time. It's about choices. Tiny, unglamorous, everyday choices that either hold you down or lift you back up. Maybe being sick is your body's way of forcing you to pause, and to listen. To finally care for yourself in the way you always postpone. Food isn't just calories. It's care. It's medicine. It's a signal to your body, I'm on your side. And maybe that's the real healing, not just from the illness, but from the way we've been treating our bodies all along. So, what's the one food you reach for when you're sick? Share it in the comments. Your answers might help someone else heal faster. Because we're all still learning how to heal. Together.